Hello, want to welcome you all back to Rooster's Art, Norman Lecoq. Starting back off, it's late night right now, not getting much rest, but I can handle it. Here we go. What I'm doing right here, putting in some detail, as usual, on this water. I'm using a fine brush right now. What I'm doing, getting some really tight areas in here. And I'm just doing some highlights right now. And with doing these highlights, you can come back over them again, which you may have to try to get the type of effect you're trying to get. Now, mind you, this painting is going to take some time to finish because it has a lot of intricate details in it that it's going to be one of my best pieces when I finish. You can kind of see how I'm following these outlines, you know. Again, follow your road maps. Just going over everything lightly. Again, I'm using linseed oil as a vehicle. When I say vehicle, I use that terminology that to push the paint through. It's going to make the paint very loose, and you can pass it on the background much easier. Without it, it'll be dragging quite a bit. Now I'm taking this one here. Now this done dried a good bit. Okay. When it's dry, you can always come back with more detail on top of it. And that's how you get these special effects, I call them. What I'm doing right now, I'm loading the brush with the paint. Right in this area right here, in here. Now, let me show you a little trick. It's not a trick. It's actually technique. When water hits the surface on the opposite side of it, it's going to cast a light shadow. And by casting this light shadow, sometimes you might be able to see through it, and reflective on the surfaces is laying on. And that gives it that 3D effect. See what I'm doing? I'm placing it all intricate areas. around where the droplets are. That little bit of illusion. A little bit darker. Can you kind of see where I'm going with this now? There we go. I'm not going to be here that long. I have to get up for work in the morning. Yeah, I'm up late, but I like doing things that I love to do, and that's painting. And then to even make it a little more, you could come back with another darker area right underneath there. Slightly. And as a young kid say, that's going to make it pop. I don't know if you can see that. See the big difference that made? Just that little area there. And if you want more light to come through, load this brush up right quick. Right up in here. If you want more light to come through, just put some white on there. Titanium white. And over here too. And come back right here. Now, do a little light blending right in this area here. Very light, going back and forth. See how to transform that in a minute. Now, this other area I'm working on is more water. I have to come back next time for this because I need to give it some sleep. Just want to show you how I get these effects. Translucent. And you want the background to actually show. It won't work because you have to let some of the background show for it to give you that 3D effect. And not pressing very hard with the brush. I just more or less have it kind of just light a light touch with the brush. Then you have to come back again. Like I say, this is a lot of detail. It's going to be done with this painting. It helps if you know how water flow. It's about maybe 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock right now. Yeah. See how it's just blending? But again, I'm using this very, very lightly. And when you like doing something you love, it's not really hard. Let that dry a little bit. Have to come back over it again. But you have to also let the background of that surface penetrate throughout if you're trying to get the effects that I'm getting right here. And that's how you make water. That's how you paint and draw water. Okay. Now, put a little highlight on this here, and I'll be getting off of here in a few minutes. Just wanted you to see how I do some of this stuff. That's the water twisting in the air. While I'm doing this right here, I'm actually twisting that brush as I maneuver it. Now I'm starting to use paint thinner and some linseed, but not that much. Okay, for these right over here. And you want, like I said, the background to show. That's what makes it. Okay. Come back over here again. Again, it's good to know how water flows, or look at some water and try to duplicate it. Like I said before, everything has a roadmap. You just have to learn how to follow it. Okay. Need a smaller brush. Can y'all donate some brushes to me? My brushes are starting to wear out. Would be highly appreciated. And after that dries, gotta come back over it again. Okay? So I'm gonna be signing off tonight. And you can kind of see where this thing going. This is gonna be the turtle taxi. And I'll give you a little preview of this what I'm working on. Look at the detail on that frog right here. It's not, actually it's not even finished yet. I have a few more things to do with it. Let the paint dry a little more. And I'll be almost finished. Okay. All right. Say good night. And love the work. Thank you.